I know it's very much of a cliche, but I've always very much been a free spirit. My family are in Oxfordshire. I've bounced around between the West Country, Dorset, Devon, Cornwall, and it just makes sense for me now. Instead of the amount of times I've moved, putting my stuff into storage, I now have my home with me. Everywhere I go, where I roam is my home. Okay, so I'm about 3 weeks into this new life now. I'll be honest, the first couple of weeks was so exciting. It was during the heat wave. I was elated to be pottering around in my van, listening to 60s music. However, there is more work involved. You need to clear your toilet out, you need to make sure you have water, you need to make sure you have electric. But at the same time, it's very cosy when I've got my little fairy lights on at night, and you know, I sit at the step and watch shooting stars, and you know, I think the good points outweigh the bad points. But now the places I do want to roam, the nature spots, are going to be down roads and lay-bys and things like that, which unfortunately a few weeks in I have damaged the van, so I am now trying to revisit whether this is the best way to do it. I really struggled when I hit 30. I felt a lot of social pressure that I should be getting a mortgage, I should be settling down, you know, go to school, go to uni, get a job. That was just empty for me if that was life, and I struggled with it for a long time. But now that I am being more true to myself and living this lifestyle, I feel happier. I know this is the way I'm meant to be. Even being on the road, a big smile comes on my face, you know, just that freedom just makes me happy. On one hand, yes, this lifestyle is cool, but it is going to become more of a way of life. How can people afford to live at the moment? The price of everything is going up. Wages aren't raising to meet that. You know, people are struggling. People are in debt. People, you know, there's going to have to be a way out. I mean, you see these eco houses. I've looked into that. You can buy these 10 grand eco houses, but then where can you put it? Even if I did rent or own land myself that's mine, I can't go and put that on there. There's planning laws. If anything, the government make it very difficult because they're not making money out of you. In that, you know, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and any ways around it, I think that, you know, there's red tape, whichever way you look. I'm very, very lucky in the fact that my family, or my mum, had a little bit of a nest egg for me, which was of a view to get a mortgage and get bricks and mortar and get on the property ladder. But as I said, even looking into that with having a chunk of money, I've looked into shared ownership even, I still can't do it. And unfortunately, a motorhome or a van won't hold its value or increase in value as much as a house will. But then my generation, you know, we're not in that position. There's not enough housing being built. There is a massive housing shortage. There's a massive homelessness. At least with this, I will always have a home wherever I go. For a long time, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do for work. I'm still not. I'm still playing around with what I should be doing. But I was working in an office, you know, I didn't want to stack shelves. I thought that was the good thing, to go and work in an office. But stuck at a desk all day, not getting exercise, not getting natural light, staring at a computer screen all day. My outgoings have gone down massively, so I'm not having to work as much to put a roof over my head. Costing wise, I guess it depends how much I'm pottering about. If I'm not going far, then diesel is obviously a lot lower. Water and electric, depending on whether I can use my friends or whether I pay to go to a campsite, that sort of thing. Food, again, I've just started this, so I need to get better at batch cooking, freezing it, fridging it, that sort of thing, making big pots of chili, spaghetti bolognese, that sort of thing, and making it last. Where I am at the start at the moment, I am still sort of buying a bit more easy to eat ready meals, which I need to change that. But yeah, as I say, because my outgoings are petrol and food really, I do use services, or you know, for example, my internet, I will go in and have a coffee in a pub or something like that and use the facilities. For example, my water's not topped up, so I had to go and brush my teeth in a pub today and go use your internet. I don't know whether that's perhaps a bit cheeky, but I am buying bits and pieces there as well. I'll buy lunch but use their facilities perhaps. But it's still a learning curve for me. I need to be checking in every 3 days and topping up my facilities. It's all a learning curve, I suppose. We'll get there. When I used to move a lot, I worried that I was running from something. But perhaps I just love the change of scenery. I love Cornwall for reasons. I love Oxfordshire, you know, the different terrains, the different landscapes. Some people like the security of going to the same job every day, being in the same place all the time. For me, that excitement of being on the open road, of going to a new meeting new people, going to new places, that's excitement to me, and I think that will always be in me. As I say, I'm only a few weeks into my journey, so how this will play out once the winter comes here. Am I going to be warm enough? Is it going to be cold and wet and miserable? I'm just going to have to see. I'm just playing around with it and to see how it's going to fit in for me and what the best way is to live the way that I want to live. But at the moment, the freedom that it's giving me to go anywhere, anytime, and be able to live like that, it's fantastic for me, and it works for me.